Canadese, North America's only Italian language daily newspaper, on behalf of Go Live TV and Corriere Media Group. We're continuing our series on municipal elections in Southern Ontario. Today, we've had Brampton. Right now, we've got the city of Vaughan with a candidate for regional council in the city of Vaughan, just north of Toronto. Now, that candidate is Mubarak Ahmed. So you have decided that you want to challenge for the spot on regional council in the city of Vaughan. I got that right?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Volpe, for inviting me on your news channel. And it will be my honor to reach out to the Italian community and the residents of Vaughan to talk about my platform and my...
Well, we thank you for doing that, Mubarak. Obviously, we're an Italian language daily newspaper, and so we're pleased that you're reaching out to members of our community. But you're running for regional council in a city where you've got how many language groups?
So here is interesting facts. 105 languages are spoken in Vaughan, 330,000 people. And if you knock every single door, you will see a beautiful mosaic of Vaughan residents. Vaughan is vibrant, Vaughan is growing. 105 language might be you will knock every second or third door and you find a different culture.
So the general perception is that Vaughan is a city that's inhabited only by Italians, and you're telling me that 2 out of every 3 doors is somebody else?
Yeah, that's the reality 2016 census tells about. And then
what else does it tell us?
It tells about that Vaughan is a role model for integration, for living together, for respecting each other religions, respecting each other cultures, and still they're celebrating. When Italian team could not qualify for the second round, even in the Soccer World Cup, there was no vibe in the city. I personally missed that in 2018 we could not see an Italian soccer team. And if you ask the Vaughan residents, although when Italy won the World Cup last time, we were celebrating, we were hungry.
But you're not Italian.
So no, what? My neighbor is Italian.
So, but let me tell us something about who you are. Like, you're obviously not Italian. You speak with a different accent. So, tell us about your background.
Hi, my name is Mubarak Ahmed.
This sounds like you're a pitch. But
no,
it's not a pitch.
Okay.
You're from that community just north of Wonderland, aren't you?
Yes, I am. We are settled there when there was nobody there. That was, and we with the help of the different communities, different developers, we start building the communities one by one, block by block. And we were integral part of all the communities which have built north of Major Mac, where there was nothing, there was farmland. And now if you go, that is the vibrant hub of the city of Vaughan. There's a $1.6 billion hospital is there. One of the most...
Was your community involved in that?
Yeah, I was personally also involved, and Run for Vaughan, and I was part of the Run for Vaughan executive committee for 15 to 16 years. When there was no concept of hospital, we were there with every single step.
But just a second, Mubarak. When you say we, who are you referring to?
I'm referring to everybody in the community.
But in particular to your
From
community.
Ahmadiyya Muslim community, I'm part of that.
Okay, so there's a mosque there, and I remember when it was like when it went up there.
It's
in the middle of the field.
26 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Yes, the city of Vaughan is 26-year-old, and that properties are that mosque is 26-year-old.
Actually, I went there for the groundbreaking, and I thought, who the heck wants to live out here? There's nobody within bazillion miles from here other than Canada's Wonderland. But you guys were there. You're the ones that did that.
Yes.
So that's the Ahmadiyyan community. But you've got something else there as well, don't you? I think it's not just a mosque.
So it's an open door concept. We welcome every single person, whoever he wants to come, and there's a community center built for the community, and it's open for everybody.
So when you're talking about community, you're not talking just about the Ahmadiyyan community.
No, it's open for everybody. People can book the parties there. Kids come daily to play basketball, badminton, volleyball, and even somebody wants to even do some recording. We are even providing those facilities. Somebody wants to do recording from there. That facility also one of the most important food bank to do they provide the food bank to the local Vaughan and across other communities, supplying via our food bank also there.
So, but that mosque has also been the seat of the president of the Ahmadiyyan movement in Canada for quite some time, hasn't it?
This is the national headquarters.
It's the national headquarters.
Yes.
So, but in that community is involved in virtually everything that happens in Vaughan, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or am I exaggerating your position?
Yes, absolutely. From keeping, cleaning, annual cleanup in the parks, from making the position against the casino in the Vaughan, from building the hospital, from getting the funding for the subway with the previous Greg Sobaras and the previous ministers, and this is another. So we were there with every sitting government, and we have supported all the mayors. I have personally supported the mayors, even which stripes they are, and all the councillor and the local councillor. So like my motto is that, and my objective, that we have to work and integrate ourselves and support the hands of our elected officials. And now here I am also offering myself to serve the people of Vaughan.
So who's Mubarak? Just like on a personal basis. So I know you, I can see you here, and I know who you are. I know you're Ahmadiyyan. I know the Ahmadiyyans are a great community. But who's Mubarak?
So I'm a technology professional. I have worked in 6 countries, 3 continents. And here I went to Berkeley and McGill. And here I am offering myself as Vaughan, a vibrant Vaughan, with let's make Vaughan future ready. And let's build this city for our future generations. This is very important. Vaughan seniors population is more than our youth. We have to come up with the dynamic solutions to build the city, to make sure that our youth can get a job and they can support their families. That is the reason I'm offering myself to run for a local and regional council.
That's pretty, I'm glad that you're doing that, or that you said that, because I thought that part of the culture of the Ahmadiyya movement was that you must integrate and accept responsibility as a citizen in where you live. So this is kind of an obligation you're fulfilling.
So as a Muslim, this is the teaching of Prophet Muhammad, that loyalty to the homeland is part of the faith. So wherever any Muslim should live in anywhere in the world, he should be loyal to the homeland.
And that land.
That land, yeah, where your home is.
In your case, this
the
is
home.
Vaughan.
Canada is my home, and Vaughan is my home.
Okay. Now, it's interesting because you've been involved in all this area and the development of Vaughan over the last 26 years. But you must be aware that there's a huge transportation problem in Vaughan.
Oh, so the gridlock, east-west gridlock, is the biggest challenge. It is giving a frustration to every single resident, and I am the only candidate who have came up with a very bold and challenging idea that let's use Highway 407 within Vaughan as a relief line. And what that's the people are not understanding. It will only cost $6 million for with the 72 trips, every single household with the 15,000 to 20,000 cars. But what it will do? We are already on an S curve. The moment people are not going to the local businesses, the biggest employer in our city, they once they suffer, the employment issue will come.
So let me understand this a little bit better. Are you suggesting that the 407 corridor be used as, that you finance, I guess through a special deal you might make with 407 ER, whatever it's called, ETR, that you get a special rate and encourage your residents to go back and forth along the 407 whenever they've got to use, let's say, number 7 or Major Mac or whatever?
Have you been to Highway 7? Ask my neighbors and my residents. They are not going on to Highway 7.
I tell you, I refuse to go there.
Because there is a construction. The city is, my plan is that the city is 6 years behind on infrastructure. The only way we can solve that problem is that just give a relief line, temporary relief line to solve that problem for 2 to 3 years, because our economy is suffering, our frustration at the home, and at the end of this project, if the people give me a chance and 15,000 people sign up for that program, if I'm adding 20 minutes in your valuable life, if you can able to reach to your grandson on his swimming class, if you are able to reach your granddaughter for piano class, if you as a mother, you can reach 20 minutes earlier home and cook a meal, that will all bring the vibrant economy, and the residents of Vaughan will be happy.
Well, now, Mubarak, you've mentioned seniors and grandparents a couple of times, but you say that the population, the percentage of the population of seniors is higher than those of
Youth. Yeah.
of youth.
So that's why we have to come up with the plan that the senior is our backbone. They have done amazing job to build this society, to build beautiful Vaughan. But now it's our job to make sure to come up with those policies that our youth can get high-end jobs, and we can sustain this whole beautiful mosaic of Vaughan, and then the seniors can get also supported by their next generations.
So maybe I've got the wrong view of Vaughan, but it seems to me that the only program citywide for seniors might be the construction of the hospital, and it's not going to be available for at least another couple of years.
The construction of hospital is one, but what I'm offering right now, the property, double the property tax rebate for our seniors. The moment, whatever the...
Did I hear that right? You want to double the tax rebate for seniors?
Yes, it is already in part of our plan.
Tax cut.
Yeah, it's right now seniors, the income of seniors is not growing. They are not catching up on anything. They want to live on the home they love for 40 or 50 or 60 years. Whenever, how long they want to live with respect, we should support that. And the second thing which I am talking about for the seniors, City of Vaughan and the York region is doing at least $4 a subsidy on bus rides. Why not give a free rides to all the seniors and students? Because you and I, or if your relatives live in Vaughan, they are paying for the taxes, for the subsidy of the transportation. Why not give this free rides to seniors? Two things will happen. Number one, less cars on the road. The gridlock issue will be solved automatically if you have to take your parent, or I have to take my mother to the hospital, then I'm going on a car. But if I educate 1 or 2 times, my mother said, this is the stop, you stand here, you don't have to pay anything, you go free, and then go to the doctor and come back, that will be one less car on the road. And that will start solving our gridlock problem. And then seniors can go on their own to the community center, they can play bocce, they can do whatever they want, and then they will be happy. Once our parent...
So I'm gonna cut you off for a minute here, but because we only got 1 minute left, Mubarak. But so you told us a little bit about yourself. Thanks for talking about this general thing. It's obviously a topic that's going to get bigger. But have you got kids?
Yes, I have.
So your family lives in Vaughan?
Yes, and my 2 kids went to a school in Vaughan in the French immersion system.
But you went to French immersion, but you went to Berkeley and you went to McGill.
Yes, okay. And I have worked I am proud to work in the 6 countries, 3 continents, and have managed bigger networks and bigger technology projects. And here I'm offering, as a Vaughan residents, that let's make Vaughan future ready. With my experience, I can offer some measurable, tangible solutions to the council, so that we can make Vaughan future ready.
So Mubarak, thank you very much. You've summed that up pretty well. I don't know how you got in that extra little pitch. So this is Joe Volpe with Mubarak Ahmed, candidate for regional council in the city of Vaughan. Asking everybody to go ahead and follow us on Corriere.ca, follow us online, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, etc., or follow us in hard copy every day. Bidding each and every one of you, thank you for watching, thank you for following this interview with Mubarak Ahmed in Vaughan, and thanking you and inviting you to our next session of politics at the municipal level in Ontario. Again, bidding you a thank you and a goodbye, Joe Volpe.